You might be wondering, are carbs bad for you when trying to lose weight? We're gonna go over that coming up next. Are carbs bad for you if you want to lose weight? That's exactly what I'm going to tell you in this video. Then I'll cover which carbs to avoid for the fastest, safest weight loss. And last, I'll go over which carbs won't slow down your weight loss. I'm Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer, and I created a nutrition program that enables you to lose 10% of your body weight each month without shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. It's based around real food, water, and sleep. And I know that doesn't sound like it would work, but it works really well. So you're trying to lose weight and you want to know whether carbs will help you or hinder you. It depends on the type of carbs and how many you eat. I don't like saying good carbs and bad carbs. See, when you say good food, good carbs, good fat, bad fat, good this, good that, it creates this diet mentality and it creates this shame and guilt around it. Like, stay away from that, that's bad, don't eat that, don't put that in your mouth. I mean, geez, there's a safe threshold for everything for the human body. I mean, there's even a safe threshold for arsenic. By you creating this good, bad, it creates this guilt and shame, and it creates this diet mentality, and I don't want to create a diet mentality. I really want you, as cliche as this is, I really want you to adopt this as a lifestyle. I want real food, water, and sleep to just be something you do every day without thinking about it. I want you to stick with meat, vegetables, nuts, eggs, seeds, seafoods, and fat, and water, and get your sleep without having to try really hard. Avoid things with a label. Avoid things out of a box or a can. It really isn't that hard. But when we really demonize things by calling them good or bad, it just does a number on us mentally. Some carbs help you reach your goals, and some don't. I do recommend to my clients that 10% of their daily food intake should come from carbs. This is true for all of us, but especially someone who is metabolically broken, like a diabetic. For example, if you're eating 1,500 calories a day, your carbs should be at or under 37.5 grams. I'm not gonna explain how I did that math. I'm just telling you that's the number that you're kind of shooting for. Not all carbs are created equal. Veggies are carbs, but ain't nobody getting fat and sick from 18 grams of carbs in an avocado. The carbs in veggies and some fruit, like avocados and olives, aren't spiking your blood sugar and driving disease. Believe me. The carbs in broccoli aren't the same carbs in Pop-Tarts and Arby's corned beef Reuben. Certain carbs will react differently in your body. Carbs you specifically want to avoid in weight loss include sugar and foods that turn into sugar in your body. Grains, certain fruits, and even certain starchy vegetables will interfere with your weight loss. Some, like grains, may even cause you to get fat in the first place. Remember, all foods spike some insulin, but carbs spike more. And you can't lose weight in the presence of insulin. You guys have heard me say this a million times. Grains are especially important to avoid. I don't want to demonize grains, but they're not what they were once. They're packed with calories. They're nutritionally empty. They contain no usable fiber. They spike blood sugar in the same way as regular sugar does. They trigger food cravings, making you eat more calories than you would without them. Many people are intolerant of grains, which means that if they eat them, they can trigger an immune response, causing inflammation throughout the body, and they increase diabetes risk if eaten frequently. Whole grains have nothing on the majority of vegetables, fruit, and protein when it comes to nutrient density. The average Westerner gets 60% of their calories from rice, corn, wheat, potatoes. You can see one reason that diabetes and obesity are skyrocketing. Our digestive systems are simply not able to cope effectively with so much sugar so fast. If you're gonna eat carbs, stick with the fibrous carbs, especially green vegetables and dark colored fruits. These are nutrient rich, low in calories, and very filling. They're also fairly easy to digest and won't cause the same array of immune problems as grains. Make healthy fats and protein the rest of your diet. Eat meat, vegetables, nuts, eggs, seeds, seafoods, and dietary fat. Before I go any further, I wanna hear from you. Comment below and tell me, did you used to think that carbs are bad? Do you still have a visceral reaction when you hear carbs? Carbs are bad, carbs are bad. I want you to comment below because I want to get this mentality out of the way. I want you to release you of thinking that carbs are bad because they're not. It's just certain carbs get you closer to your goal and certain carbs take you farther from your goal. So comment below, tell me what you thought about carbs. See, carbs have gotten worse over the decades. I mean, even since your grandparents were coming up, and even looking back as early as 100 years ago, the grains that were on the earth when Jesus was on the earth are not the same grains that we have now. The grains back then and even 100 years ago were pure. They weren't hybridized, and we have bastardized our grains, and we have become more concerned with money. Of course, that's the American way. We've put money over health, and so we are producing enough wheat on this planet for 10 billion people. So we're being overexposed to wheat. There are only 7.5 billion people on this planet. So what are they doing with all that wheat, with all those grains? Well, they're putting it in makeup, they're putting it in shampoo, they're putting it in your supplements. They're using it as a filler, as a thickener. And we are getting exposed to it at every turn. That's why there is such a skyrocket of autoimmune problems, autoimmune disease. We've got people that are having celiac and non-gluten celiac sensitivity. You can walk down the gluten-free aisle of the grocery store and you think you're getting something healthy because, maybe you have a gluten allergy, or maybe you're celiac, or maybe you're gluten sensitive from all these years of eating too much wheat products, right? And you go down the grocery store aisle and you think, okay, I'll take this. This is gluten-free tortillas, gluten-free chips, gluten-free crackers. But did you know that most of the factories that make gluten products also make gluten-free products, and they are cross-contaminating those products? The government says that anything less than 20 parts per million of gluten can be labeled as gluten-free. But we have seen people that are having severe reactions in their body to way less than that. So if you are sensitive to this, you need to avoid gluten altogether. You need to stay away from wheat products. You need to stay away from grain products. We have people that are having a reaction as much as a pain in their little finger, or eczema, or rosacea, or fibromyalgia flare-ups, or IBS. We're having people with migraines, people with all sorts of severe reactions to eating too many grains. Yeah, of course it's going to interfere with your weight loss, but it's also going to make people very sick. A lot of people are very sensitive to this, and you really just need to avoid it altogether. If you want to lose weight, you also need to focus on sleep and water. In the 10-pound takedown, I show you how to lose 10 pounds in 30 days with real food, water, and sleep, and a few simple rules. We'll talk more about what to eat and what to avoid. In fact, you are going to get a list of foods with very clear columns. You're going to eat what's on this side. You're going to avoid what's on this side. You can't get it wrong. You really can't. So that's part of what you get when you join the next challenge. But I promise you, I'm going to help you lose weight in a safe, effective way. I've linked it up below. Join the next challenge, and I'll see you on the next video. Good food, bad food, good carbs, bad food. If you're eating 1,500 calories and all foods spike some insulin, nope. All foods spike insulin. You can see one person that diabetes and obesity are skyrocketing. You can see one reason. Oh, geez. The grains that were on the earth when Jesus was on, as little as 3 millimoles per deciliter. Oh. Parts per million. Okay. Factories that make gluten, but did you know that